Yo, what's going on, guys? Paul George says the Clippers do not have an identity. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Do you guys agree? Are you guys, you know, in disagreement? I don't know. Let's just get right into it. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers. And I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think of these Clippers squad? This is a team that people love, but also people hate. They're on a 2-game losing streak. They're 5-5 over the last 10. They're 5 games behind the first seed. But they're still 42-25, baby. They're still 3 games ahead of the 6th seed, and or really the play-in. So I don't think there's too much to worry, but I get what Paul George is saying. So let's get right into the report. Today's report is coming from Tomer Azerly. Tomar. Oh my God, dude, Tomar. I'm so stupid. I met you, dude. Met you at the All-Star Weekend through my boy Sam Yep. So sorry, Tomar from Clutch Sports. I actually met you. Wow, feel like a dick. But either way, the Clippers were beaten soundly by the Atlanta Hawks on Sunday night. Following that loss, several Clippers talked about how the team needs to figure things out with the playoffs looming. When asked if the LA Clippers feel like they can just flip a switch, Paul George said, quote, I mean, that's what we're appearing to look like, which is not good. We want to be a team that's consistent. We want to establish an identity. I've always spoken about having an identity, and I think it's extremely important. When you're a team that has an identity, teams know what they're going up against. Right now, I don't think we have an identity, end quote. Related to the same topic, Clippers head coach Ty Lue said his team needs to be better at matching the opponent's energy from the start. Quote, we definitely can play harder for 48-minute stretch. It can't be 32 minutes, or it can't be when you're down. That comes with a veteran team. They think we can turn it on, but these teams are young, they're fast, they're turning it on from the jump ball, so we got to be able to keep up, and we got to be able to match that. Nothing to overact to like the guys in the locker room. They understand what we need to do. I told them we have the things we got to do consistently every single night, and if you do that, you can consistently get beat by anybody, end quote. Kawhi Leonard chalked up the loss as he has other games recently to a lack of effort from the Clippers, end quote. Quote, we didn't really give all the effort that we could have gave, end quote, Leonard said. And for the season, the Clippers are a team that this season are ranked 5th in offensive rating, 14th in defensive rating, 8th in net rating, 3rd in three-point percentage. Now, over the last 10 games, Clippers, team ratings in the last 10 games have been a bit different. They're a team that, it's been a little different, okay? They haven't been as effective as they have in past. In their last 10 games, they are 118.8 in defensive rating, which is, compared to their current 115.6, is a 3.2 rating dip. So that's not great. And then their offensive rating, which they're one of the top teams, is also at 118.8. And for a team that currently is at 119.5 for the season, they're slacking. It's not a huge thing. Again, it's not a huge thing. It's, again, nitpicking with stats. But I think, dude, I swear, one night Bones Highland looks good. Another night, Amir Coffey looks good. And the other night, they both might not look as great. And I think the bench has a lot of inconsistency. The minutes are weird. And I know, they like to have different guys and have, the flexibility to do that. But I think it puts them in this weird position that there isn't consistency in their minutes and in their rotation, as they're a team that, if you look at who's playing and who's not getting minutes, it's, some nights Brandon Boston's getting minutes, some nights it's Bones. We barely see PJ. All right, and then you have Daniel Tice, Mason Plumlee, and Zubats, and sometimes I feel like there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. So for me, that's a big problem. I think there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, and it gets confusing to who's doing what and who's the man in charge, I would say. But I don't know. That's definitely something that, if you're a Clippers fan, I think everyone's been watching, and it's definitely frustrating because these are teams that, this team has been in a weird position before, where I feel like when they first started off, they didn't know who they were taking too many turns. The Clippers looked so good a few weeks ago, and then now they're here where it doesn't look as good, and it's weird because they were a team that was clicking. But I guess they were right that in the sense there's never been an identity. There's just a lot of talent on that team, and they'll go on stretches where that talent's in unison. But it's not like they're a bruising team. It's not like they're an offensive dominant team. They're not a lights-out three-point shooting team. They're not the strongest or the biggest. And I think that's the problem that Paul George is alluding to. They don't have a calling card. How much of a problem is that? Depends if they can fix it. The fix right here, I mean, there's Russell Westbrook. Can Russell Westbrook be a game changer in the playoffs? I think that's a question a lot of us have, and we don't know if there's an answer. As we haven't seen him do it off the bench, and we haven't seen him do it as a starter. And I'm not saying it's just relying on him. It's relying on everybody else. But if somebody could really lift their misfortunes, it would be having a guy who could be a consistent bench threat. And for me, I think that's the biggest part about this all. But, yeah. What do you guys think? That's it. That's my thoughts. Love y'all. I can't think of anything else we could talk about right here. But like, comment, and subscribe.